Hello students, today we will see law of diminishing marginal utility. See, in question, explain the law of diminishing marginal utility with assumption. See, introduction. This law was first proposed by Professor Gosen but was discussed in details by Professor Alfred Marshall in his book Principle of Economics, published in 1819. The law of diminishing marginal utility is universal in character. It is based on the common consumer behavior that utility derived diminish with the reduction in the intensity of a wants. So, statement of the law. What is the statement of the law? According to Professor Marshall, other thing remaining constant or others thing being remain constant, the additional benefit which a person derive from a given increase in his stock of a thing diminish with every increase in the stock that he already has. In other words, marginal utility that any consumer derived from successive units of a particular commodities goes on diminishing as his or her total consumption of that commodity increases. In short, the more of thing you have, the less you want to have more of it. This is the statement of the law. So student, we will see assumptions of the law. See assumptions. First assumptions is the law of diminishing marginal utility is a rationality. What is mean by rationality? See, consumer is assumed to be a rational. That means in this law a consumer is a rational person. It means that his behavior is normal and he try to maximum his satisfaction. That means rationality means sincere. A consumer is a sincere person. Then second assumption is a cardinal measurement. See, the law of assumptions that utility can be cardinally or numerically measured. That means utility can be measured in numbers. Hence, mathematically operation as easily possible to know and compare the utility derived from each unit of a commodity. So, cardinally measurement. Then, third assumption is a homogeneity. All units of a commodity consumed are exactly homogeneous or identical in size, shape, color, taste, etc. That means all units have same. Then fourth assumption is a continuously. Fourth assumption is a continuity. All units of a commodity are consumed quick succession without any lapse of time. That means no interval during consumption of a commodity. Fifth assumption is a reasonability. All the units of a commodity consumed are of reasonable size. There are neither too big nor too small. That means all units of a commodity is the same size, not big, not small. Then concurrency. Sixth assumption is a concurrency. All the related factors like income, taste, habit, choice, likes, dislikes of a consumer should remain constant. Marginal utility of money is also assumed to be constant. Next one, divisibility. The law assumes that the commodity consumed by the consumer is divisible so that it can be acquired in small quantities. It is a divisibility. Then single want. A given commodity can be satisfy a single wants of a person. The law assume an experience of a single want which is completely sustainable at a given point of time. This is the assumptions of the law. So students, the law of diminishing marginal utility explain with the schedule and diagram. See, show in table units of a commodity X and its marginal utility. That means we see in assumption cardinal measurement. That means utility can be measured in number. So in table units of a commodity X, 1 is utility is 10, 2 is 8, 3 is 6, 4 is 4, 5 is 2, 6 is 0 and 7 is minus 2. See carefully the table. The table shows that marginal utility keeps on diminishing with increase in consumption. Further it becomes 0 and then negative. See the graph. X-axis represent units of a commodity and y-axis represent marginal utility. In this diagram, various points of marginal utility are plotted on the graph as per given schedule. When the locus of all the points is joined, marginal utility curve is derived. Marginal curve slope downward from left to right side and shows that marginal utility goes on diminishing with every successive increase the consumption of a commodity. When marginal utility becomes 0, marginal utility curve intercepts the x-axis. Further consumption of a commodity bring disutility, that means negative utility, which is shown by the shaded position in the diagram. Exceptions to the law of diminishing marginal utility. So we see exceptions. First, hobbies. You know that what is meant by hobbies? See, what is the exceptions to the law of diminishing marginal utility? Hobbies. In certain hobbies like collection of various stamps and coins, rare painting, music, reading, etc., the law does not hold true because every additional increases in the stock given gives more pleasure. This increases marginal utility. However, this violates the assumptions of homogeneity and continuity. Second exception is a miser. In the case of a miser, every additional rupees gives him more and more satisfaction. Marginal utility of a money tends to increase with an increase in his stock of money. However, this situation ignores the assumptions of a rationality. Third exception is addictions. It is observed that in case of a drunkards that the level of intoxication increases with every additional units of a liquor consumption. So, marginal utility received by drunkards may increases. Actually, it is only an illusion. This condition is similar to almost all addictions. However, this violates the assumptions of rationality. Next exception is a power. This is an exception to the law because when a person acquires power, his lust for power increases. He desires to have more and more of it. However, this again violates the rationality assumptions. Next exceptions is money. It is said that the marginal utility of money never becomes zero. It increases when the stock of money increases. This is because money is a medium of exchange which is used to satisfy various wants. However, according to some economists, this law is applicable to money too. For example, marginal utility of money is more to a poor person than to a rich person. However, these exceptions are only apparent since they violate some or other criticisms of the law. The law of diminishing marginal utility is criticized on the following grounds. First, unrealistic assumptions. The law of diminishing marginal utility is based upon various assumptions like homogeneity, continuity, concurrency, rationality, etc. But in reality, it is difficult to fulfill all these conditions at a point of time. Second is a cardinal measurement. The law of assumption or the law of assume that a utility can be expressed cardinally. So it can be added, compared and presented through a schedule. In reality, cardinal measurement of utility is not possible because utility is a psychological concept. Third one is indivisible goods. The law is not applicable to indivisible and bulky goods like as a refrigerator, car, TV set, etc., which are normally purchased in single units at a time. Fourth one is a constant marginal utility of a money. The law assumes that marginal utility of each unit of a money remain constant. However, critics argue that marginal utility of a money different from person to person. It is influenced by change in price, stock of money, etc. And last one is a single want. This law is restricted to the satisfaction of a single want at a point of time. However, in reality, a man has to satisfy many wants at a point of time. Thank you, students.